Do you know when you come to Jesus, you have a family? The Bible actually says God puts the lonely in families. 1 John, the apostle, says, "Oh, what manner of love the Father has given unto us, that we would be called children of God." In Luke chapter 8, Jesus is teaching. He's surrounded by crowds, and there his mother and brothers come. And it seems in the Gospels they're coming to accost him. They're embarrassed of him, maybe ashamed of him. And people are saying, "Hey, your mama's outside. Your family's outside." You know what Jesus is going to say? The people that are my mother and brothers, my sisters, are the ones who do the will of God. They're the ones who seek to hear it and obey it. When you come to faith in Jesus, Romans chapter 8 says you become adopted as a child of God. You may not have the same biological dad, the same biological mom, but now you have brothers and sisters because you have a Father in heaven who's adopted us all because of the Son Jesus. You have plenty of people surrounding you that love you and care for you, even if you feel entirely alone, because you have a God in heaven who sees you and then has given people to love you. It's called the church. Some have been so violated by the church, you feel like, I never want to go into the church. But do you know the Bible says, don't forsake the fellowship of believers. It's the place where you're supposed to go in order to have belonging, in order to be seen, in order to be loved, in order to be known. And to give it away, you're supposed to give the love away. Don't let the devil's abuse, don't let men and women's abuse keep you from the faithfulness, love, care, support, protection that's supposed to be given inside of God's family. What is God's family? It's the church. What does Jesus say about those belonging to him? My mother, brothers, my sisters are those who do the will of God and obey it. When you belong to Jesus, you're part of the family. And in being part of the family, you get to be called a member of the family. And you get to participate in the household of faith. You get to be obedient to the commands of Jesus. All over the world, God has his people. And the church of Jesus is the greatest, strongest, most immovable force that can ever be had. We have changed and radicalized the entire world because we're the ones who bring God the Son into the lives of every culture. Friend, you are not alone. If you're not part of a church, find yourself there so that you can have brothers and sisters to carry you, and you can find the family that God has always placed you in.